weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Gino. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now Smith going to change the play. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
2nd and 10, Smith again. This is Fant on the short completion. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to
take it and right down Broadway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a first down throw. Goff. He's got it. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Rick Flair.
To throw is Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Finding space at the 40. And some room to maneuver. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Marched to, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Great run, and you know some people question, do you take a running back as high as they took him? That helps to answer it right there.
You hear that all the time, don't you? Don't get a running back that high. You can get the same production later on in the draft. But I've always been of the opinion, when you have a guy as talented as this one, you better go get him and put him to work.
He has a chance to be elite. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, but it's going to be 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes so that they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Gibbs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have... The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now it's gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Hold
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Smith. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off and got his man complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Goff now looking to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. James Mitchell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Sunday.
A pitch comes to Walker. Room here to run. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Block at the man in motion. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
We always knew that 2022 was going to be something of a write-off year for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the show begins this season.
On first down, gone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.